Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Witch in the Woods. And I think the decorating is more or less completely finished. More or less. I mean, I still need to, like, actually fill some of these rooms. So, all these rooms at the top have a crafting terminal and an access terminal, so I can grab all the information that I held, all the items that I need for each room from there. Farmcraft room has got its infusion altar, completely unstabilized so far. I'm going to work on that in a bit. The Ars Magica 2 area that people keep saying they want to see me do is also here, and I've got, I think this is like one step below the absolute biggest spells you could possibly make, so more or less the only thing I really need is like Sunstone blocks instead of the Moonstone. It looks quite nice. I kind of like how it's almost sort of like just formed straight out of the floor. It looks kind of interesting. Also, Moonstone, you can have, Moonstone and Sunstone, I think, are one piece apart, but I kind of like Moonstone. Moonstone's kind of more my thing than Sunstone. This place is... okay, I keep leaving this, this activator on, just like, while I'm offline, and it, like, just collects all of the Endermen and stuff that come in here. Like, let me see, what have I got in here? I have maze slimes, endermen, and bats, so this area ends up full of them all. Oh yeah, over here I have a few more machines. So I've got thermosonic bonders, cryogenic freezers, gene sequencers, and DNA extractors. If you know exactly what's happening there, then you probably guess what I'm doing. Oh, yep, and I also have a computer mainframe. By the way, if you're getting into mad science and you want to start making new species with a computer mainframe, use a drum and a fluid duct, because aqueous accumulators and most output methods are pretty much too slow. This thing eats water extremely quickly, and a drum is about the only way I find that actually works. But anyways, to business. Let me see, clipboard. Doop. So, brew of sleeping. We need to go into the dream world to handle a few things. Like we mostly just need to get cotton. That's like one of the main things that we need to get. So let me see, brew of sleeping, there it is. So the recipe for this is made in a kettle, and you need, with magic, purified milk, cookies, icy needles, brew of love, which is something I've also had to put on crafting duty, and water artichoke globes. This and... no, I figured it's actually more or less this. This and glintweed are about the only two things I have left to put on, like, farm status on the farming level. Purified milk, fairly simple, it's just a odor purity, a milk bucket, and 3 clay jars. Very simple. But you drink this, and it then immediately puts you to sleep wherever you are, and you then spawn in basically the exact same location in the dream world, and, it's Kingdom Dawn, so that's more or less my cue to go to sleep. Can't go to sleep down here, though. And the reason is, well, as we know from, like, the history of the well, this place is underground. And this is also now in a different underground. It's also got like, a very different, like, layout and organizational structure to it. So I can't go down, if I go to sleep here, this structure doesn't exist in the dream world. I will spawn in solid rock. Hey, could you hang on, I just deal with, yeah. Okay, sit. Good kitty. Alright, so we're gonna go and just sort of hop on a tree, which would be easier if, for whatever reason, one of these just, like, refuses to spawn in every now and then. There it is. Okay. It's definitely not a range issue, because I can get to all 3 of these from miles away. But anyways, let's find somewhere nice and cozy to kip for the night. Nah, let's find somewhere else. The wheat might be good enough for some people, but not me. Ooh, okay. Can I have a nice mud bath? Let's take that. Okay, so... Ooh, before I forget... there is one thing I haven't really touched on yet, which is... You need icy needles to make sure you can actually get back out without dying. Now this is important, because... Basically, when you go into the dream world, you have none of your items. The intention of the dream world is that you are asleep, you are not actually there. I'm going to try and cheat that ever so slightly by, like, previously I've managed to sneak into the dream world with my items intact by putting them inside of a backpack, because for whatever reason the backpack wasn't cleared. So we're going to see if that does the trick. I don't know if it will, because Emanif started watching my videos and knows about this trick. But anyways, let's get back to it. No, liquid poison is not going to be a nice place to sleep. Let's go with here. Okay, here goes nothing. Downloading terrain. And we are in the dream world. Oh. And we are in a nightmare. Okay. Well, that's fine by me, because I still have all of my genetics, so I can fly. Suck it, nightmare. Now here's the test. If I... Oh, hey! Looks like my player thing is still working. My player inventory manager thing. So see, if I hit B... Yes! Okay, I am a cheaty so-and-so. So that means that I can have access to all of my good tools. Ooh, apparently I did not put in my redstone energy cell. Oh dear. Well, there are worse things. I'm going to have to remember to put these back into the backpack, because they do not travel back either. Okay, you are a huge pain. Ow. Did that really just happen? Okay, yeah, that's a problem. So these are... Let me just grab my arrow back, although I can't actually get it, like... Damn, I didn't bring it. Okay, well these are nightmares. I forgot my clipboard. And nightmares are... Like, you can find a dream world in one of two states. It's either a normal dream, or it is a nightmare. In this case, it's a nightmare, which is actually a bit of a problem because you can only find disturbed cotton inside of a nightmare. There you are. And I really more need to have wispy cotton. So let's see if we can find some of either, which I am not entirely certain is going to happen. Over here is roughly, I believe, where the zombie dungeon that we saw on the first Witch in the Woods episode was, but that evidently doesn't spawn inside the dream world. We've seen some coven witches already. And it looks like we're going to have some trouble finding the cotton. Now, the reason that I need the cotton is partially because it's used in making of dream catchers. Partially because it's used in making stuff like my armors, which I'm probably going to need to rebuild here. And partially because it's used in certain spells, like the infused brew base, which I need to... Yeah, I definitely need to put my necromancer's robes in. Yeah, this is a nightmare, alright. Yeah, he's just chasing me. If I somehow manage to kill him, then he'll just, like, respawn eventually. But I need to like basically find some of this cotton so that I can... Nope, glow flowers. So that I can start up a farm for it. And I'm actually going to grab some of these blue orchids that I'm running past, because those are hard to come by. Yep. No. Fortunately, I can easily outrun this nightmare. Oh, there must be some cotton somewhere. Ow. Ow. I'm nearly impervious to... Oh, hey there. I'm nearly impervious to poison, so that's not a problem. Okay, so... Evidently, I'm going to have some trouble finding some wispy cotton, but once I've found it, I can just put it into my inventory, and I can prick my finger, and I'll have it in perpetuum. Yep, no you don't. But yeah, finding it's going to be the problem. If it only spawns in, like, the odd biome. And let me see, we are presently in a Mystic Grove, which is not a vanilla biome. So it's probably not going to turn up here. Let's hang a left and head for the orchard. Oh, and there's a Deadlands, apparently. Didn't know this was here. Right, so the ways that you can alter the probability of ending up in a nightmare, because obviously this is not ideal. This is not helpful. Oh, spirit. Okay, I need you, come on. I need you to get so that I can get involved in, like, would you stand still? Jeez. Fine, I'm just gonna shoot you then. And I missed. Criminy. What does it take to hit these guys? So I wonder if there's, like, any way I can just, like, automatically get them so they'll be teleported over. Hey, spirits and wispy cotton. Basically, that's what I'm on the lookout for. Bingo, found some. Wispy cotton is going to drop disturbed cotton. So this is used for much different things. Also, just noticed my heart canisters are a little wonky there. Right, so if I put this in the spinning wheel, 4 of it, I get 1 tormented twine. And tormented twine is used in Dreamweavers. So, all of the Dreamweavers made from that, as well as a couple of the effigies. Now, the effigies I have some plans for, but our main thing that we need to find is spirits, as well as... Ooh, he's gone. As well as the wispy cotton. Now, we've just found one solitary piece. Not very helpful. Not very helpful at all. But hey, at least now we know what the wispy cotton looks like in this texture pack. So that should give us a hand. I'm definitely gonna have to make a second armor set just to, like, carry around in the dream world, because, jeez! I must construct my mind palace. Oh god, I should totally do that, actually. I should make a palace in the dream world. Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay. Well, here we go with the trees. Can we find anything around here? Right, now, the way that you can manipulate the odds is you can have... Ooh, a Dreamweaver of Nightmares. Will you go away? I'm trying to beat up spirits here. Where's he gone? There he's gone. I can outrun you. Yep. Where'd he go? There we go. Yeah, Kurt. I don't know how you'd how the prescribed method is for catching these things, but this is evidently not it. Come on. Where are you? Thing is, you need these guys. They're actually like an important thing. If I had a safari net, I might use that. Okay, there's one. We got it. Go. Subdued Spirit is used in creating the spectral stone that you can bind spirits to. Now, the ways that you can... Like, when I get back, I'm gonna have to, like, put something around my beds or whatever, or wherever I decide to fall asleep. I might make myself a little summer home, little cabin. I don't know. Also, pointing out the above, the nightmares are 3 blocks tall. So, therefore cannot come this way. But unfortunately they also teleport and can kind of phase. It's a little unclear. I can also put fire next to... fire and a beating demon heart next to my location of sleeping choice, and that will increase the chances of me getting a nightmare. But if I can get to Brew of the Flowing Spirit... What are you? Bluebells. Okay. Ooh, another spirit. Nope, come back here, you little... Come on. Gotcha. Just keep on dying for me, will you? While I try and find where that spirit went. Spirit! Where'd he go? I don't know where he went, but I have 2 subdued spirits, so I'm going to presume he dropped. Okay, now I believe spirits do cross over with you when you go back from the dream. Well, Wispy Cotton. I don't want to grab all of this, just sort of enough to start a farm. Now, because I picked it up, it is now disturbed cotton, and consequently will stay that way when I try to plant it. Ow. Do not have time for your shenanigans. Also, I'm a better archer than you are, so there. Gotcha. Okay, that's 3. Can we get to 4? We might be able to get to 4, and then to peace out for a bit. Okay, so when you start out, it's more or less random as to whether you get a nightmare or a regular dream. But I'm going to shove the important gubbins into my bag. And Icy Needle, there are 2 main ways out of the dream world, and that is broadly speaking, die to something in it, or right-click on single. Those carry with you, so that's good. Okay, and we're back. Good. And I didn't have any particular individuals tag along with me to that particularly unpleasant location. Okay, so we've now got some subdued spirit and some disturbed cotton. I'm gonna have to do that a couple of times to ensure that I'm actually, like, able to get the right materials. Okay. But let me see, I've still got Brew of Sleeping. I've got this on like, processing now, so we can actually make it quite a bit. Yeah, so the wispy cotton. Let me show you. Whoop. If my NEI is gone. Back in a moment. Right. Oh yeah, occasionally this like wall doesn't load so I can see the zombie dungeon over there. I might go visit there at some point again, because there might be something useful. Right. So, wispy cotton is used in the manufacturing of one or two things, namely, the thread. So let's just grab that. Fanciful thread. So that's used in a couple of the Dreamweavers as well. So, yeah, tormented twine, which is what you get from the disturbed cotton and the fanciful. And it is also made in the charm of fanciful thinking, which protects you from the nightmares. Well, witch's ladder, which is one of the fetish items. And it's also used in production of at least one kind of potion, I believe. Chiefly what we want is like the spirits and stuff to make the rituals for binding spirits and such in the brazier. Let me see if I just search witchery. Okay, so there is Infused Brew of the Grave, which we're looking to get, and the Infused Brew base requires Brew of Flowing Spirit. Brew of Flowing Spirit requires the Fanciful Thread, and you can only, it's worth noting, you can only, like, farm that, more or less. You can only make that inside of the Spirit World, so this Disturbed Cotton, kind of pointless here. So yeah, I need to go through to the, I need to break on through to the other side a few more times. But let me just dump the spirits that we got here. I could name these guys, but we'll leave them for now. And we need to head back, so once again, there it is. Yeah, once again, that's decided not to load. Right. And this time, I'm taking my armor with me. So, doop doop, doop doop. We'll keep that here, and put that in there as well, and that too, and that, of course. And yeah, I've got like 63 of those, which should be fine. Okay, here we go. Sleeping on a tree in the middle of the night. And this is a nightmare as well, I can tell immediately, because only the nightmares are dark. So that's not very helpful, so I'm going to have to keep doing that a fair bit to make sure that everything works out. But this is the dream world. And yep, there is my nightmare. Ow. Hi, how are you? I can still fly, you know. Yeah. So hopefully Emanif won't see this and patch that immediately. Ooh, also... I just saw this thing receding a bunch, but... Weird. Oh, maybe it was. Huh. That was odd. Anyways, so around about here, I think, is where the well is. Yeah, I can just see from the waypoint. It's like sort of right underneath where this tree is. So that's where the well actually stands in the actual, like, not dream world, the waking world, if you will. So, ooh, spirit. Might as well grab it. Got it. Right. Taking it home. Bye-bye. Now because of, like, the way that I'm gonna have to get the twine and such, I'm going to have to, be mildly concerned, because I'm going to need to get an altar going. Why are you walking around? Why aren't you responding to my commands? Probably because I've desynced from the server. Oh well. Right. It's been a busy episode, just getting into that. So, I will discuss the homework next time. That means you get a little bit longer to go and watch Reanimator. And Putter and I will try and figure out how to get into an actual dream world, rather than just all the nightmares that we keep having. And I will catch you all beep, 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 beep. And next time.